All right, just need a quick moment to set everything up. Right, just getting everything. So right now I'm watching Hell's Kitchen. Got a new episode tonight. Just started. Should be pretty hype. They're just doing the recap right now. They really had to get that detailed. Anyway, let's watch this. So showing Brad. Carmen. All right. Should be online now. But... Okay. I gotta let the server know too. Forgot all about the server. All right. There's some sort of breakfast happening. All right. So it's a citizenship ceremony. What a day to have it at Hell's Kitchen. This fine establishment here. All right, so Claudia's getting some content here. Anywho, how are y'all doing? Hey, William, how you doing? You love Zingbot this year. I don't know. I was kind of mixed on Zingbot. I feel like you had a lot of the usual stuff with like him, like you had a lot of the usual stuff like with him calling people lame and stuff. There were a couple good bits. Like I really like the Corey one. The Corey one's good. The three one was also pretty good. So yeah, they're making like a brunch for like these Americans, these newly naturalized citizens here. He just, yeah, he made it sound like he said it. He said omelet, but he said it like vomit. That's funny. Oh yeah, they do breakfast challenges like this a lot. Yeah, like wasn't there like I remember on Raj's season there was like a firefighter like brunch and like he got really mad at Raj over like not cooking the eggs right. America got a lobotomy. Okay. Anyway, so just cooking right now. Uh-oh. Chickens. Someone just had some raw chicken here. It's it's raw chicken. Yeah, Claudia. Is this Claudia getting in trouble? Yeah, Claudia got in trouble there. That's unfortunate. Anyway, there's also season 11 where one chef tried to serve a sample plate. That sounds familiar. I thought I thought that was I think I saw like a highlight reel of that once. I forget. So Renisha. All right. Get some chicken and waffles here. This oh. All right, so we liked the way she made that chicken. Who do you think is gonna win HOH? Well, we know it's an endurance comp, and a lot of them seem to think it's Slip Inside. Which, if it's Slip Inside, then probably Matt and Jag. I know there was some talk about like them like wanting to throw the comp, but I feel like they're a bit less likely to do so now because Matt and Jag like heard recently that they heard that Blue wants to win HOH, which makes them want to win it more. So that's interesting. Flynn Masters has it as his number one dumb mistake. That's probably where I watched it then, because I know I've seen some of his videos. Slip Inside is physical. Yeah, it's like I mean people have like called it like an endurance comp, but yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's like yeah, it's physical in the sense that it's speed and stuff, but it's also like one that very much favors like big guys because they have like long legs and they can just fly down the slide. So it's definitely like it's like these physical comps that like tend to favor like these athletic builds that are 9 times out of 10 guys. Anywho, looks like Mateus has screwed up. I guess he just screwed up. It was one of his first Hell's Kitchen videos, so it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like the service seems to be going fine right now. All right. Uh-oh. I feel like these men are gonna mess up. I feel like you gotta mess up at the last ticket. Anywho, we need our conductor Sterling here. Is Sterling a key character in Hell's Kitchen? Again, I'm still have very limited knowledge of it. I'm gonna be PO'd if Cameron gets voted off. Well, I've got some bad news for you. I got some bad news for you, Summer Breeze. Cameron's going home, and he even knows it too. It's like he's pretty much stopped campaigning, like, and he's already talking about like how he's gonna be like famous after the show stuff ends and stuff. Like he's already assuming that he's like gonna win like AFP and stuff, which is like it's typical Cameron stuff, but considering his edit, it might actually be true, which is kind of sad. We're going to commercial now. Oh yeah, we're a commercial now. Do you think Parvati, Amanda, Alexis, Natalie, Michaela, and Aris are watching Suri playing Big Brother? I don't know. Like, I know Parvati is like isn't I think filming is happening right now for traders. So like, if that's true, then Parvati's probably not. But like, I don't know. I don't know how well they follow Big Brother. Oh, he's from season 13. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. He's like Raj, where Hell's Kitchen YouTube made a compilation of him, but he's good cook with a big heart. So he's Raj, but not a terrible cook, or no, he's Raj, but he's not as like much of a train wreck on the show. Because I think my theory with Raj is that he seems like an okay enough cook, like because like again like we saw like a signature dish. I knew again I know like what happens with Raj and stuff, but it's like he had like a good signature dish and everything, but it's like I just don't think he was cut out for like the competition, and I think that's what led to him like crashing and burning as much as he did. And who? I guess while we wait, I guess I should probably update the games for Big Brother at least. You know, at least key them up. And we gotta zoom out because it's going off the screen. All right, so let's review the picks. So the deadline was the 8th at 8 p.m. Okay, people were pretty good about it. All right, so Drala, Corey. Well, so Drala has picked Corey. Q Boy has also picked Corey. Let's see what else. I would go Corey, but it could be next. All right, you switched to Corey as his cute, so you'll be fine. Yeah, you said you were gonna switch to Corey. I picked Felicia. So, by the way, I'm screwed in this game here because I only have one pick left after this week. I only have Matt left. Well, like everyone else has like two picks left after this. So I'm probably not gonna win, but I don't know. Anyway, we're back from commercial at this point. What has when did pick start? In right. So blue team, I guess they got out the last ticket first. You picked Corey. Is that Carmen that screwed up? Yeah, it's Carmen screwed up on the eggs at the end that caused them to like not get the last ticket out. Yeah, now Rahisha's getting an argument. Switching Corey. Right. So it looks like no one's out, but after next week I might be out. And then no one's losing a pick in draft games. That's good. Anywho, who's the most likely boot next week? Maybe 25. Well, it's a bit of a toss up right now. I mean, a lot of it depends on who wins HOH, but if I had to guess, again, Blue, Corey, Jag, I feel like those three are probably the most likely. It all depends on who wins HOH, though. Did you enjoy episode 3 of 45? I did. It was a really fun episode, actually. Yeah, all that stuff that happened at Tribal was like really crazy and stuff. All right, looks like the blue team won the challenge. I like how coy he is when he's like talking about how messy it is when he's talking about the punishments and stuff. It's by hand. Yeah, it's by hand. What a mess. All right. The triangle is new. Chef somehow always mess up the eggs. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it depends on the type of the eggs that you make. I feel like in real life, like I can very easily make like put some eggs I can like put in some eggs, might put some milk in it in the microwave it. I can make eggs that way, like for like an egg sandwich, but it's like I feel like most other eggs, like yeah, you can mess that up. So by targeting Caleb was asinine. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I didn't talk about it. I kind of mentioned it in the video. I recorded the video today, but yeah, I feel like it was probably not the right move. The weird part is that like in her exit interview, like she talks about like how like they assumed a swap was coming, which is kind of weird because it's like obviously they hadn't had a normal swap in a couple seasons. Obviously, like they saw a bit of 44, and through that they saw like the one person swap, but like she made it sound like they were expecting like a swap, which I think is a little weird. But I feel like even in that case, like it still makes no sense to get rid of Caleb in that spot because it's like even though Caleb might be a threat later on, like you have a better relationship with Caleb than you do with Emily. So it's like if you really wanted to, like you could have forced. Well, I guess in that case, like you didn't have a vote at that point, but it's like I feel like I feel like you definitely could have forced her hand, Caleb's hand there. Um, but obviously you also have the fact that she didn't play the idol, which I can see why she wouldn't. Like she really didn't seem to expect it, but it's still not great. Yeah, they're picking up with their hands. It's a lot. Go to Melissa. You should save your pass. It allows you to build trust with your team. Oh yeah, it's like yeah. I feel like you should probably. I feel like in general, like what I feel like the punishment pass like has no real use strategically. I feel like depending on how deep in the game you can use it, like you can definitely like save it for later, like because I know like there's like I, I assume there's like swaps on like Hell's Kitchen where it's like they have like people being put on different teams. And obviously I know like about the black jackets where it's like a merge basically. But yeah, you should definitely like save it for later. Um, yeah. Rob and Fishback are so high on Sabaya, it's mind boggling how they blinded by their stupidity. I haven't had a chance to watch Know It Alls this season. I think it's because like they've been doing it like on Thursdays, which like kind of throws me off. Because normally what I would do is like I would like download it on like Apple and then like listen to it on my driving to work. But I feel like with them doing it like midday Thursday, it kind of like throws off the timing of that. But yeah, it's like that's funny though. They're like high ends of buy and stuff. Like I can like I feel like in general I feel like you can appreciate like the episode like because it was a really fun downfall for her. seeing her like burning, like cooking the idol, and it's like her like getting so cocky, getting a bit too confident and not playing it when she could have. Yeah, there's always a swap on Hell's Kitchen. Okay, so there is gonna be a swap. Okay. That's good to know. In Hell's Kitchen 18, Brett used it on the first chance. His team kept losing time after time. He could have needed. Yeah, but like they're not. I mean, I don't think they were losing because like he took the punishment pass. Like I feel like, I mean, it's obviously not a great look to be using it at the first opportunity, but it's like, yeah, I feel like they probably could have lost for other reasons. Like, do you at least make it a deep? Do you at least make a deep run or something? I feel Emily is gonna go through every tribal like Denise. I don't know. I mean, I feel if this were like a no swap situation, then probably. But I feel like because they're swapping, it's like I don't think so. I mean, plus like I feel like she obviously gives off a very different vibe to like Denise and stuff. So I don't know. Get her Christina. Sure, I'll get you Christina. For me, the only Lulu who can win is Emily, but I feel like she's going to be a losing finalist. Yeah, I can see that. Like, I think Emily's by far like the most likely to win of like the Lulus, but again, I'm still very hesitant about like Emily. Like, I know there are people saying like she's like a top contender. Like, I know Beans made a video last week about how like she is number one in his power ranking, and like he broke it down and stuff. And it's like I can kind of see the argument more so from like a narrative perspective because obviously it's like if you look at the premiere, right? A big theme with the season is about authenticity and people who are hiding themselves, and like Emily obviously very much fits that theme, but it's weird because it's like she's being herself at first, right? And then like she like is rejected because of it because of like her own personality. So then she like recognizes the error of her ways and she starts changing herself. She starts growing from it. And like yeah, it's like she is still technically being like genuine and stuff, but it's like is that the message we're going for here? Like I guess it could like because obviously like Survivor is all about like they want it to be more about the journey and everything. So like maybe I don't know. I still find it kind of weird. Hey, it's just cute. Glad you could join us. Uh, he was a black jacket that season. Okay, so at least he had, at least he wasn't a terrible chef. I guess it didn't bite him that badly. Sean is going to be snaked out. Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like he's someone that's like really under edited. He's someone that I just don't see it feel like has much of a chance. And yeah, I could see that happening with him. Brando too. Yeah, Brando's been getting. I was disappointed by Brando's episode this week. I feel like I kind of knocked him back down. I mean, he wasn't like a contender for me ever, but I feel like this episode did not do him any favors. Caleb is gonna be a merge boot. All right, back from commercial. So I guess one of them. So I guess Sandra got accused of cheating at the punishment. Yeah, so I guess she used tape. Like, how'd she get tape? Like, how'd you get tape? Did she like get it from the kitchen? Anyhow, And I got completely distracted. So Caleb, yeah, could be a merge boot. I could also see him being like a. I feel like he kind of fits like the Danny mold to a degree. Yeah, I could see him being like early merge. I think. Yeah, early to mid merge for sure. Like I think he's definitely making merge. I don't think he's making it past like final 8, final 7. So anyway, we're getting to the dinner service now. Should be pretty hype. I hope Emily wins. She's my favorite. Yeah, I like Emily a lot. You think Bruce will be the merge boot? Yeah, I could see Bruce being the merge boot a lot more than I can see Caleb being the merge boot. Do I tell the other thing about Brett? No, you can share. You can share about like Brett and stuff. Brando is an Anna Kate 2.0. Like, what? As in, like, someone that's, like, in a good position now, but will be swap screwed or something? Like, that's not the person I was thinking of when I was thinking Brando, but, like, gameplay wise, I could see it. Who's your number one on 45? So the video's coming out on Saturday, but I kind of struggled with it, like who's number one, because I feel like a lot of the top contenders like are kind of like weird. But to answer your question, I guess I'm kind of spoiling my own video. All right, so Jonathan, like he just like made something impressive. I mentioned this earlier. I think Jonathan's a top contender for me for this season, just based off the episode 1. And I feel like so far, like he seems fine as a contender. He seems like a very competent chef, not too over focused, but still can make a presence. So I'll probably pick like Jonathan as like a top contender. Anywho, um, anyway, I guess I'm spoiling my own video, but I had D in number 1. I feel like when you look at like the other top contenders like Drew, Katura, even Emily, it's like I have hesitations with them. And I feel like right now I feel like D's the one that I had the least hesitations with, so I kind of went with her this week. Anywho, we got some raw lobster. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Brett was returning that season. Oh, interesting. So, like, what season was he on before? Anyway, we're at this dinner service right now. I'm like half paying attention. Yeah, I'm guessing Claudia will be like a nom if like they lose the challenge, lose the service. Mateus sucks. Yeah, he hasn't been great so far. I like D, but I'm hesitant if someone like Reba can win. Yeah, I think that's definitely a concern. Like because of that, I feel like it's definitely like her or Drew from Reba that can win. I feel like I mean the premiere wasn't great, but like in terms of screen time, but it's like they didn't need it as much. And besides, I feel like that alliance is being set up as like a pretty major force. So like I feel like if anything, like Bello is like starting to fall from my view. There's a fire. There's a fire. Yeah, just had to put out a fire. Yeah, Mateus just burned a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, Mateus is kind of struggling right now. Claudia's a joke. Yeah, I feel like she's getting set up to be like a nom here. If they lose the challenge, lose it. Who? Raw chicken. So he's like going to the back now? Like, why is he going to the back? I selfishly hope Sandra goes. I selfishly hope. I'm sorry, I can't see. So I can go to a good spot for the Hell's Kitchen draft. Oh yeah, who do you have in the draft? Because didn't a bunch of people draft Sandra in the draft? Yeah, they're making Jonathan sound like a really good guy by like helping everyone. Like, oh yeah, so it's like, yeah, like, yeah, Q Boy went all in on Sandra, which is funny. But yeah, like if Sandra goes, then like you should be in a good spot. It actually even Mateus goes. Um, all right. Did disconnect a little bit. I'm assuming it's all right. You guys doing all right? Can you all hear me? Okay, that's good. Yeah, OBS, my OBS got disconnected briefly, so yeah, I just wasn't too sure there. Do you think the complex tribe theory works on the season? It's too soon. I think it's a little too soon. I think if I were to rank the tribe based on complexity, I think is Lulu the complex tribe? I feel like they probably are. Because it's like at this point they've got Sean, which isn't great, but then they got Emily and Caleb. I feel like they're like being said to be big characters. Then you have Reba. Reba has like I feel like Reba like it's like that alliance is getting a lot of screen time. It even no, it's like Austin kind of, but definitely like Drew and D. Julie has a bit of a consistent presence, but it's like nothing too spectacular. And then like Sifu and J Meyer are just kind of there. And then Bello's probably the least complex tribe. I feel like because you got like Bruce, who is mostly a joke. You have Kendra, who's like good. Couture is good too, but like I have question marks there. I've actually gone down quite a bit on Kelly, like, and I talk about this in the video, but I think I've gone down on Kelly quite a bit. Um, so there's that, and then Brando's like kind of in a weird spot. I feel like he's kind of there. Both teams suck on Hell's Kitchen 22. I mean, yeah, like they're not looking great. Again, I have no reference point, so I don't know what like a good team looks like. Oh yeah, we got an ad for Hell's Kitchen. Kitchen Nightmares. I mean, yeah, I've been watching Kitchen Nightmares. It's been fun. Anyway, back from commercial now. Uh oh. Yeah, I feel like Gordon's gonna break this up real fast. Oh my god. Yeah, she's gonna get roasted in about a minute. Hey Raccoon, glad you could join us. Yeah, we're just watching Hell's Kitchen right now. Keeps harping on the. Oh my god, they keep. Like, is this guy like any good? Like, it's fine. Like, yeah, he won a Super Bowl. He's a wide receiver and stuff. Okay. All right. What's your opinion on Frozen? I'm assuming you're talking about the movie, right? Your YouTube is not receiving a video to maintain smooth streaming. Are we on high performance mode? Yeah, we're on high performance mode, but like, I don't know why the stream is like awful right now. Yeah, I don't know why it's like acting like that. Yeah, let me know if it's like lagging at all. Oh, I am lagging. Oh yeah. Yeah, I get the stream is like bad and stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to see what the issue is. Yeah, stream health is poor. Yeah, so he's yelling at the woman right now. OBS seems to be working fine for me. Am I still lagging? Anywho, okay, not anymore. That's good. Okay, so uh, what's your opinion on? I'm assuming again. I'm odd. OBS. Yeah, it's like lagging. I don't know why. Um, Drew's winning Survivor 45. Everyone else has 0% chance. I wouldn't say that. I mean, he's definitely a contender, but I wouldn't say he has no. I wouldn't say everyone else has 0% chance. Yeah, I am still lagging. Yeah, he just kicked out the men. Uh, Drew, I don't think wins. Yeah, these men are bad. We're really fighting with OBS right now. I don't get it. Um, what's my opinion? Yeah, I just gave my opinion on Frozen. Is he kicking at the woman again too? All right, it's going to commercial. Um, but yeah, you let. Yeah, I don't know why I'm lagging right now. I feel like my internet just not is not like amazing right now. But I think I just yeah, but basically I'll just say my opinion again. I think it's okay. Again, I think Frozen is okay. Not my favorite Disney movie though. Caleb has 0% chance of winning. I would agree. I think he's definitely in the top half of contenders, but it's like I don't see it really turning into a win. Again, I think his floor is probably the merge boot. I think his ceiling is like final seven, but I don't really see like much else for him. Frozen and Hercules are the best Disney movies. I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like if we're talking about like Barman versus Renisha, yeah, that's been a interesting battle over there. Yeah, my internet's been like not great today. think it's impossible. So Piz was Mega Leg. We were so close. So close. Yeah, so I did watch Amazing Race today. Yeah, a bit underwhelmed. Like that again, it's funny like how like they're saying it's like a non-eliminate no non-elimination legs, but then they literally just like have stuff like this. Yeah, I know, like I keep lagging. I'm trying. But yeah, like I'm trying to see. Yeah, I do apologize everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to like keep it going and stuff, but yeah, it just keeps going in and out over and over again. Anyway, back to commercial. Yeah, I think my internet's like not like great. Yeah, it looks like she screwed up the cake again. Yeah, it looks like they're also being kicked out here. Um, Anywho, so I am debating at this point, like, is it worth it to continue streaming? I'm just seeing like how like the stream is doing. So yeah, Mateus is like in he's looking pretty rough right now. Did you watch Shares Canada? I haven't had a chance to watch it, which is pretty unfortunate. So yeah, we're seeing the men deliberate right now over what to do. So what was your response on my Mega Lake comment? Yeah, like I again, I feel like it's pretty underwhelming. But yeah, it's sort of funny how there's like they're sticking by this whole no non-elim leg approach to their season, but yet they're like really trying to stretch as much as they can, like through like the whole mega leg and stuff. It's like it's really ridiculous if you ask me, but it's like you might as well just have non-elimination legs at that point. Like be at least be honest with us. So anyway, we're just still watching Hell's Kitchen. Like we're seeing the people deliberate and stuff over noms. Liam and Jeremy could have gone like you hate them. I mean, I don't hate them. I just don't care about them because they're like barely on the show and like at the race, but it's like, not great. Yeah, we're getting more of these fights between Carmen and Rahisha. Yeah, I just want to get to the ceremony at this point because, like, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of getting kind of boring. All right, we're going to commercial again. Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, so we're probably gonna get the nominations. We're gonna get the elimination, and then after that, we're probably gonna get the Big Brother. Big Brother. Got a big night ahead of us. We got your boy Cam on the block against Suri. But yeah, my computer is going so slow right now. It's actually kind of annoying. Um, it's gonna be 6-0 for Cam to go. Yeah, I don't really see. There's no one really that's gonna vote. It's gonna be a pretty boring vote if you ask me. Just not much there. I've been getting a lot of errors here with like the whole like thing. So I'm gonna turn off these ads here. Let's do that. All right, let's see if that works. Anyway, still a commercial. We're getting this Lego show with Will Arnett, I'm assuming. Anyway, getting to the nominations. I feel like both these scenes are pretty bad. All right, so it's Matthias. It's Matthias and Brad on the block. Not too surprising. So we got Danya. And Claudia on the block. I feel like it's probably either Claudia or Brad. I think it's probably not Danya going home. All right, decision time. All right. All right, so Danya and Brad are safe. So yeah, it's between Mateus and Claudia here for being the boot. Ooh. All right, it's Claudia going home. Yeah, I can see it. Like she kind of got dunked on a bit during the episode. All right. So we got some drafts to update now. All right. Did anyone lose a pick here? Um, no one picked Claudia. Okay. Um, right. All right. Seems like a pretty hype episode. All right, so that was fun. Let's go to CBS. All right, with that, we're now switching over to Big Brother. We got an eviction. Anyway, show starting now. We're getting into the recap here. First time I see Julie wearing blue jeans. Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, Julie always has like weird outfits and stuff. just, just doing the recap right now. Yeah, we're just seeing the OTEV recap. Maybe. Maybe. Good question. All right, we're getting done this recap here. Time to get to the show. All right. All right, so now we're still haven't gotten to the veto meeting yet, but we're gonna see like Cam picking up on what's happening here. Yeah, they're make. I feel like this is probably the best play. Want to go as long as possible before the veto meeting because let's be real, all the intrigue for this week died when Cam touched the block. Really, it was dead after the veto, but like you gotta pretend. It's weird at the same time, like they're kind of like giving him the benefit of the doubt here, but like showing his perspective on things. All right, we're getting to the veto meeting now. Should be interesting. All right. Oh wow, they didn't even show them coming in. Like they're just already plopped down. This is so underwhelming the way they're presenting this. But there's no setup or anything. All right, so we just saw Cam or Jag use the veto on Mama Felish. We all know what happens next. All right, Bo's getting up now. All right, all right, and Cam has been backdoored. If you're just joining us, we are currently watching the live show for Big Brother 25. We just saw the veto meeting. Cam has been backdoored. We're going to be getting to the vote real soon. Maybe. True. Theoretically. Maybe. Yeah, Cam's bitter. Maybe. Yeah, so they're still showing the fallout of this veto meeting and stuff, like the DRs and stuff as usual. Cam's super bitter. Well, kind of is. All Right, so now we're seeing Suri talking about how she's like going under the radar now. All right, so we're seeing Cam and Blue talking right now. He's trying to campaign to. He's campaigning to Blue right now. Yeah, he's like riding out the alliance like with the fugitives plus Bowie. Maybe. Yeah, Blue doesn't seem to buy it very much. Now we're getting Cam campaigning to Corey. Good question. Maybe. This is so dramatic. Oh my god, these like cuts are like so like dramatic. It's almost like they're like devastated that Cameron's leaving right now. Probably. It's really everyone that wants you off the road, buddy. He's such a baby. All right, we're going to commercial here. Yeah, it's like she's wearing jeans right now, which is kind of weird. I don't know why Julie went for jeans. If you're just joining us, we are currently live streaming my reaction to the live show for Big Brother 25. Pretty hype stuff. Yeah, we're just waiting for Cameron to walk out that door. Yeah. Again, I think the stream's going better, I think. Like it's still like screen stat still says poor, but like I haven't got like a disconnected message in a while. That's good. Anyone have anything you want to talk about during the break? How's football going? I know there's a game on tonight. All right, it's 3-0 Chiefs. 5:08 left in the half. They Chiefs had the ball at Denver's 28. Okay. Yeah, there just isn't that much to talk about really until we get to the HOH really. So I guess like right now it's looking like if like Suri wins HOH, I'll probably go for Jag. I think like same thing with America. If she wins HOH, probably go for Jag. I'm assuming Blue will go for Corey. That's Corey Blue for you. Does Corey go for Blue at this point? You think Corey Suri goes next? I could definitely see Corey going home next week. I don't know about Suri though, because I feel like the three most likely targets right now are like Blue, Corey, and Jag. I feel like those are like the main targets right now. It could obviously change, but like I feel like that's like where like people are leaning at this time. I should be getting back from commercial in a moment. All right, we are back from commercial. All right, so now we're getting a segment on Matt's like hearing impairment. Why are we getting this right now? Yeah, I don't know. Like they're literally just using this to fill time. I feel like because this feels like because this has definitely been going on for like weeks. This has been happening a lot for weeks, obviously, pretty much since the beginning. But yeah, this is just weird that we're getting this right now. You're talking, yeah, he's like, so he was just like in the bathroom with like Jag and America and stuff. So yeah, they're literally just doing the segment to fill time. I feel like because they pretty much have nothing else going on. So yeah, we're having like a Matt and Jag talking about like him being annoyed by people whispering. It's gonna get real heartfelt. It's getting kind of heartfelt here. Yeah, we're getting a nice moment here with like Matt and Jag and stuff. Okay. All right, so now we're seeing him and Felicia having a moment. Like they're definitely like I think they're also trying to do this to like improve like their image because obviously there's been like a lot of like criticism this season about like how they've accommodated Matt, especially early on. I feel like lately hasn't been as bad, but I feel like they're definitely trying to like cover it up at this point. Like the early weeks and how bad that all was. All right, we're getting another filler segment here. Getting another filler segment here about. Okay, so we're just getting this weird segment now about Cam. We're getting a good DR by Flashier. All right, so now we're getting back to some game talk. We have Corey and Jag talking about wanting Blue out next week. Good question. Probably. Probably. How many sizes? Swear they look the same size, but like I think the 3 one's just a little bigger. There we go. All right, so we got Corey picking up on him recognizing like that Matt and Jag are playing them. Like he did start to pick up on this last week, but yeah, I think they're probably laying some setup in case like Corey wins HOH or something. I don't know. All right, going back to commercial. We're gonna get one more segment. All right, so after commercial, we're probably gonna get him like dumping stuff and stuff. Anyhow. So if you're just joining us, we are currently live streaming the Big Brother 25 live show. We are currently waiting for the live vote to begin. It's between Cameron and Sari. It's looking like Cameron's going to be evicted unanimously tonight, but we just got to wait to make it official. Yeah, aside from that, there's just nothing too crazy happening right now. I'm just tired. You hope Bowie Jane wins. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be like completely against it. Like, I think if we're looking at potential winners here, yeah, and obviously Sri Win would be hype, but I think if it's not her, then I don't know, probably Matt. Matt's probably played the best game so far, so I feel like Matt's probably obviously would be a satisfying winner, at least from a gameplay standpoint. Aside from that, yeah, I think Bowie Jane's probably the next most interesting winner. I mean, Jack would be nice, but I feel like Jack's definitely been playing better, but like, I feel like the fact that he got voted out will be used against him a lot. I don't want to put someone at the bottom of the winner ranking. starting to get sleepy. We're probably getting back to commercial in a moment. If you're just joining us, we are currently watching Big Brother. We're getting to a live vote soon. We're back from commercial. Probably going to get some of the cam dumping stuff. Never mind, we're getting a story segment now. Oh my god, so Cam and Suri are talking. Cam's talking about how he's gonna get another shot. He's talking about how Jag's like the big threat at this point. Yeah, he's really taking it out on Jag here. Yeah, it's like even the show is admitting that he's toast. So it's like they're just like treating it as a foregone conclusion. And they're just giving like Cam like a send off or something. So yeah, we're just seeing Cam planting some of these seeds here. Nothing too crazy. All right, so we got Suri and Blue talking about how Suri can't stand Corey at this point. Maybe. I think they're open. You do it. That would be ideal. So now we got Matt, Jag, and Suri talking, like going deep together. Yeah, Jack just explained the final five right now. Maybe. Maybe. So they're showing Cherie being willing to go along with they're going along with Matt and Jag. Are they actually turning on them or just for show? Are you talking about Cameron? Are you talking about Matt, Jag, and Corey? Because I believe yeah, like they want to go for like either Corey or Blue next week. Matt and Jag if they win. I think they may be more inclined to go for Blue at this point. Matt and Jag is the house turning on them. I to a degree, they're definitely recognizing more that they are in this strong spot. However, it's not a guarantee that it'll be broken up, and it's mainly Jag who's going to be targeted between the two of them. No one's really looking at Matt at this point. Uh, is Cameron gone yet? Nope. We're still waiting for the vote. Sari looks beautiful with her new hairstyle. I think she just has it for the live show. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. Maybe one of the only ones rooting for Cameron. Nobody likes him for some reason. I think we talked about this before, but there's definitely very valid reasons to not like Cameron. I mean, I'm not a big Cameron fan, but you know, if you do, then that's fine. But yeah, we're gonna get to the vote here. We're probably gonna get to the vote after commercial here. We're going to commercial now. We're gonna get to commercial. Corey thinks he's misting Suri. Yeah, to a degree. Everyone always says that Cameron is mean, but since I don't watch live feeds, I can't say. Well, that probably explains it. But yeah, like I mean, Cameron does not come off well in the live feeds. Put it that way. There's a lot like he is very overconfident. He's like cocky. But the main thing is like his treatment of women is very questionable, particularly around America. Now the live feeds themselves have been cutting a lot whenever it gets brought up. I feel like production's very blatantly trying to cover up a lot of this stuff, but like it still shines through. Like I mean, we still like know about it. He's like really creepy to America. He's been like creepy to America for a lot of the season. And like America herself, it's like it's sort of like her reaction. It's like sometimes she says that's fine, sometimes she even like plays it off like for so long, but she does admit that she gets uncomfortable from time to time, which is obviously not okay. But yeah, like none of it's on the show. Like you can literally tell that production's really trying to like protect him here, which is a shame. I feel like even for Cameron's sake, I feel like it's probably better to like just reveal the truth. That way, he has like a chance to like either like change his behavior by like recognizing that what he's doing is wrong, or at least giving us like a more full picture of what's happening here. Because I feel like they're trying to cover it up, but they're not doing very well at it. And the process is just making Cameron look even more guilty. So either way, like I feel like it's not really like good for anyone really. Yeah, it was also creepy to Riley too. Like he had a very weird relationship with Riley, where it's like he would like treat her like a daughter figure, like be very like protective of her, kind of weird, but then still kind of have like a crush on her. Like it's he was like trying to control her. Like so, yeah, it's like literally like his relationship with Riley is also bad. All right, we're back from commercial. We're about to get to the vote here. All right, Suri's making her speech now. I just wish Big Brother would stop trying to cover the bad stuff. That I agree. Like for one, they need to do a better job of casting. Like I think they need to do a better job of vetting people. And like when stuff like this happens, like they need to be more proactive in stepping in. But I don't know. I feel like a lot needs to change. Where's Cameron in your boot ranking? I'm oh, where do I put him? I think I think he's below. I think he's below Izzy probably. Um, is he below Jared? Um, I think he's definitely below Mimi. I feel like because I feel like Cameron played actively bad at points. But he also has some weird effective work. Ugh, yeah, so Ken's making a speech right now. He promises to throw all the comps, like he's not even trying. While Jared at some points was on the majority. Yeah, that's the tough. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he did make it decently far, but he was also voted out. So it's like, so yeah, I think he's below Mimi, probably below Izzy. I think he's below Jared too. It's tough, but yeah, he's definitely not number one. I'll say that much. Anyway, I gotta get the votes open. All right, we're doing Matt first here. Got him right up here. We gotta show up these votes here. Oh, no, didn't mean to show Bowie. We got Matt first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 6 votes. All right. We got Matt. This is gonna be an obvious vote for Cameron here. I'm expecting this to be a unanimous vote here. All right, we got one vote for. All right, we got one vote for Cameron here. All right, Blue's up next. This should be another vote for Cameron here. All right, that's a vote for Cameron. We got 2-0. Now we got Mama Felish. I don't know if exquisite's the right word I would use there. All right, we got 3 votes, Cameron. One more will do it. All right. Yeah, all right. Jag's voting now. Oh my god, he literally said the same thing. This had to be coordinated. All right, we got 4 votes. That's enough. Now Julie's getting in on the action. All right, that's a vote for Cameron for America. This should be a unanimous vote. Yeah, they're really trying to go along with this. Also, what is that outfit? Like he's like letting all his chest hair show. All right, so this is a unanimous vote. Not too shocking here. All right. All right, let's see this reaction here. All right. So Cameron has just been evicted 6-0. Yeah, he seems pretty gracious. I mean, he knew his goose was cooked. All right. Cameron was on the outs the entire time while Jared was in the points on majority. Yep. For me, Cameron's worse than Jared. I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, he was outside the majority for more than Jared, but I feel like Jared played more actively bad than Cameron. Because like Jared was he was again, I cannot stress this enough. He was set for the end game until he actively messed it up. I feel like the fact that Cameron was not in as good of a position to begin with is at least something, at least. So I don't know. I might debate it, but like that might be a sticking point between Cameron and Jared. But you're right. It's like Cameron's not a good player. I mean, it's like he had to play, like he had to win out, like he got voted out and came back in. There's not much to praise here. Again, like a lot of these like boots already have like big holes in their game, so it's like kind of hard. Izzy is pretty high in the player ranking despite being 12th place. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. It's like because it's like everyone. I feel like a lot of people like that have already been booted are like super flawed. Yeah, that is a good question. Like, what is he trying to do with that? Like, he's like trying to show off like his chest. Like, it's like I don't know what he was thinking there. It's sort of like the porn stash that he's been growing, and I'm kind of glad. Part of the reason why I like his Zing is that Zingbot actually called him out for his mustache. So I don't know. I found that kind of funny. Um, I dislike Cameron because he took a shot at the power structure. I feel like if there's anything you're gonna like about Cameron, that's probably it. I mean, he's at least willing to make big moves, or at least try to make big moves. I can't say he was the most effective at doing so, but yeah. What's the we don't know exactly what the HOH is. A lot of people think it's gonna be slip and slide, which again, it's not like a traditional endurance challenge, but it's still kind of seen as one. He just wanted to make it to jury for the money. Yeah, Cameron talks himself into his own back door. Yeah, again, that's not great. To Bowie, double eviction next week. Are they gonna go double? Because so like what we got. So finale is October 9th. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 weeks. Let's just get rid of Cameron. So we got 4 weeks left. We got final 8 here. So they have to do another double, right? Because you got 8 to 7, 7 to 6, 8 to 7, 7 to 6, 6 to 5. Yeah, they're probably gonna have to do like a double at some point. I don't know if they're gonna have it next week exactly. I don't know. I feel like they're probably gonna do it like 6 to 5, if I had to guess. Because isn't that like what happened? Or I guess it's like you start at 7 and then you end up at 5. Because isn't that what they did last year for BB24? Because yeah, it was Michael got 6, if I believe. Yeah, yeah, Michael got 6, Alyssa got 5th, Brittany got 4th. Yeah, so like they did it at like starting at final 7, but then they fast forward the final 6 and final 6 rounds. So if that's the case, then it's probably gonna be like in 2 weeks because this week is gonna be 8 to 7. So after next week, we'll be down to 7. 7. Yeah, so it'll probably, if I had to guess, I'll probably be in 2 weeks. That's probably when they'll have the double. BB25 is 14 weeks. We are currently at week 11. Again, I'm just looking at it like the number of weeks we have left, and then like the numbers, like the point in the game where they did it. Final 4 and BB24 was a whole week of 7 days. Yeah, that wasn't ideal. But like I'm just looking at the calendar though. It's like so we have 4 weeks left. 19 will be final 7, final 8 boot. 26, which I think the eviction will be, that'll give you 7 to 6 and then 6 to 5. And if you do that, then if you do that, then the following week, the second, that'll be 5 to 4. You can maybe have like the final four. You can like condense the final four round, and then like yeah, like it'll lead right into like the ninth. If they do the double next week, then it becomes it becomes 8 to 6. 26 October 26th will be down to 5. And then yeah, at that point you could do like a whole week at Final Four, but that would kind of suck. We're back from commercial now, so like we're getting this interview. That's crazy though. Like we're just starting jury now. Like we only have 4 weeks left, and we're just starting jury. Last time was less than 7 days. Was around 5 it's B20. Yes, true. So I guess in that case, if yeah, like if they do a double next week, then they would have to make Final Four a whole week. Right? He says he's most portrayed by himself. Right? He seems a little understanding, or he's coming off as understanding. But yeah, I think Cam versus Jared's gonna be a very interesting debate on the player ranking. I think if we're just looking purely at positioning throughout the game, Cam's definitely worse. But I feel like if we're looking at how actively they sabotage their game, I think there's definitely a debate for Jared being worse, but I could still see it being Cameron. I don't know. Maybe I will just have Cameron. It's like I want to have Cameron below Jared, but I also feel like they're both bad, right? So like I think that'll be an interesting debate. Cam higher, Jared. Choice. What'd you say? Oh, I can't see. Cameron higher, Jared. Yeah, I feel like that's 100% my whole issue. It's like, uh, what couldn't have done Bo. Couldn't have done crap without Suri. Yeah. Again, I think the biggest pro to Jared's game is week one, as he was technically included in Family Style, but he was obviously at the bottom of that. And if he and like I feel like if he didn't have Suri, it would have been a lot harder for him to orchestrate another other sides and sort of play the house in a way to where he's in the middle. I feel like otherwise he probably just would have been in that alliance probably. But so again, I feel like I might go back and forth on it, but I'm very tempted to put Jared below Cameron on the player ranking because like you said, I feel like Jared had the game on a silver platter, and he actively screwed it up. I mean, I feel like that's a really hard thing to get around. But I feel like at this point they're probably gonna be back to back. If he had, I think they're probably gonna be back to back. I think because I feel like there probably isn't much of a gap. I think there's definitely some similarities you can draw between them. Anyway, we're probably not gonna get too much here with this announcement. Again, I guess like the only thing is like whether there will be a double next week or like something like that. So yeah, we'll just stick around. We'll see what the announcement is, and then we'll probably call it a night. I'm not too worried. Jared and Cam are back to back. Yeah, that's probably what the thought. That's probably what's gonna end up being. So I think right now, I think at this point, if I were to do the ranking, Luke's gonna be at the bottom. I think. So let's see. Luke's at the bottom. The question is, do I have Kirsten after that? What did I have last time? Because I've definitely done this exercise before. Let me see if I can just like figure it out. So let me just pull out the boots here. I need to remind myself. Anywho, oh wow, the page has already been updated. Um, but if we are looking at this, okay, so I think Mimi's one of the boots so far. Is it Izzy? I think Mimi and Izzy might be an interesting debate there. So I think there's definitely groupings. So like I feel like first up you got Mimi and Izzy. I feel like they're probably gonna be at the top. Mimi and Izzy. Then you got. I think after that. I think Cameron and Red. Am I gonna have them above or below Heisem? I think Riley's gonna be maybe high. Oh, right, we're back from commercial. All right, so they're gonna have a secret HOH, visible HOH. Oh, okay. All right, so it's just gonna be a normal week. So there's no double next week. Anyway, Kirsten was after Luke. Okay, so see Luke Heisem. Is that what I had? Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. So like, if it's an invisible HOH, then they can't do slip and slide. Or I guess they, or I guess they could, but maybe they just have like walls and stuff, and they just literally have them keep going until like everyone's done, and then at that point they just measure the fastest time. Anyway, they're all gone into the HOH room. What's in? All right, so they did stuff with the HOH room. They made like super ice. They made like super like icy and stuff. This looks really stupid. Anyway, all right, so that was that. All right. So what did I say? I'm guessing this is what I had. So Luke, Heisem, Kirsten, Riley, Red, Jared, Cam, Izzy, Mimi. Okay, so let's see. So I think Luke's still at the bottom. Um, I think at this point, I think I'm back to Kirsten at 16. Because while she didn't do as much wrong as in a lot of other players, I feel like there's just I don't know. I feel like there's just not too much positive here. Plus, it's like I feel like she didn't do enough right to where I could have her too high on the ranking. So I think I'm probably just gonna have her at 16. So Luke 17, Kirsten 16. I think Red is 15. I mean, Red's pretty bad. So Red 15, Heisem 14. 14. And then I think I might just have Jared and Cam at that point. So Luke 17, Kirsten 16, Red 15, Jared 14, Cam 13, and then I have Riley 12. That feels kind of high. I don't know. I feel like Riley at 12 feels a little high. I might have to. I might have to reassess that. I feel like that. I feel like it's either Riley at 14. Because I could also have her at 14, but then I have Jared 13, Cam 12. Actually, yeah, I think that could work. Okay, so Luke 17, Kirsten 16, 16, Red 15, Riley 14. No, we could debate that. Jared 13, Cam 12, Cam 12, and then I already count Heisem? So, I'm sorry, I gotta do this again. Did Julie say 2 vetoes this week? That could be it. She said that the veto holder will be seeing double. So maybe there's 2 vetoes. I don't know. So let me do this again. Luke 17, Kirsten 16, Red 15, Red 15, Heisem 14. Okay. Heisem 14, Riley 13. Mm, Riley 13. Yeah, I think I could move that around. Jared 12, Cam 11, and then I'm gonna have Mimi 10 because I feel like Mimi threw away more opportunities, and while they obviously have very different issues in terms of like playing in their best interest, I think Izzy had more control in the game. So I think I might have Izzy a higher. So yeah, I think that's and that and also I feel like Izzy got obviously like a bit more unlucky ish with like how the results played out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So I think I'm probably gonna have Izzy over Mimi. I think. So I think that's probably where I stand at the moment. There's still plenty of time for things to change, but that's probably where I stand at this point. The house guests didn't want Izzy to go. It's more so they wanted Jared out. Yeah, I think that's gonna be another factor too. They did genuinely want Mimi out when they flipped the vote on her. So yeah, I think I've convinced myself. I think you helped me as well. So yeah, I think that's probably where I stand with the player ranking at the moment. It's gonna be a very interesting video when I do make it. But yeah, does anyone have anything else they wanted to add? I, Again, I know the stream was really bumpy tonight with like a lot of the stuff, with like a lot of like errors and stuff. Oh wow, there were some errors there. But yeah, I think it was definitely worth it. Is it non-endurance? Probably not. Again, like a lot of people thought it was gonna be slip and slide, but again with this invisible HOH, it doesn't make a ton of sense. I think what they're probably gonna have like some sort of time thing with like an like what they did like during that 1 week with the veto with like the like treasure stuff, and they had to run around. I do worry about that one, but it's probably not gonna be endurance. It's probably gonna be some time thing, if I had to guess. But yeah, it's either gonna be a it's either gonna be a time thing, or they're gonna do something like they did during the power comp, like during week 4. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much everything that I had. I don't really have anything else to say at this time. Anyone else want to say anything else? I guess in the meantime, I'll just update the draft. So no one's out in the draft game. So no one's out in the draft game, and no one's out in the elimination game. But I'm probably screwed next week. Yeah, no one's out there. And then the pool game. Where is it? I just did a screenshot. Where's the screenshot? Is it not letting me take a screenshot right now? Do you think Cerise can be screwed by that twist? We don't know what the twist is yet. I don't think the invisible HOH. I don't think that will matter too much. I feel like people's plans will play out regardless, especially this deep in the game. I think with the veto, whatever ends up being, that could mess things up. Though we'll have to see what the exact details are. Yeah, the pool game's looking like it's gonna have like a big tie very shortly. So we'll get into that. Who do you think will end up on the block this week? It depends a lot. It depends on who wins the HOH. Um, I think there's a lot of roads for blue. I think blue's definitely in a lot of danger touching the block. Corey could as well, depending on the HOH results. I think Suri could go up again as a pawn. Same thing with Felicia. I think Matt's probably the safest in terms of not touching the block at this point. Same thing with America. I don't think America's likely to touch the block. Again, I think it all comes down to who wins the HOH. I don't think the fact that it's anonymous is going to matter too much. It would be kind of funny if people just assume that's like, imagine if someone like random wins the HOH, someone like America or something, or maybe Blue, or even Sari, and people just assume that's Matt and Jag because it's like a physical comp. Imagine that, and then like Suri like plays the week like under the assumption that Matt Jag was the HOH, and she just like screws up their games. Or actually, I think America would be a bit more likely to try something like that, but that would be funny if someone like did that. like took advantage of like perceptions and stuff to make them pretend that other people were doing things. That'd be funny. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Again, thank you again for joining us. We'll be back again next week. But yeah, I'm glad you all could join us. It's been fun. But yeah, we got more stuff coming in the future. Nothing too fancy there. And yeah, I'm probably gonna sign off now. See ya.